Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to have a hopefully great session together with theoretic and practical parts. Relaxation is a vital issue in our life from day to day. And it should be regularly actually promoted and even supported by some certain activities, even face-to-face activities. So in that regard, I would like to thank you to Student Excellence and Success Center and Mr. Khalid for having such an important issue or the topic for presenting, for also increasing awareness. So hopefully we will have altogether good practices after this session in this program. So I have two names actually for relaxation, not only relaxation. We can have the name of self-regulation, because what is opposite to relaxation is stress, and stress, if it is too much and chronic, then it changes your regulation, your self-regulation, or deteriorate that. So with the self-regulation exercises and techniques, you're able to get rid of all stress symptoms that is harmful. So finally, relaxation goes to a very good results, including success, including happiness, emotional balance, and new ideas out of relaxed mind. And why we need this session is that stress is automatic, but relaxation is not automatic. That's why we need to focus on certain things to trigger this relaxation response in our body, in our life actually. And the goal of this session is to increase this awareness on relaxation and self-regulation so that we can better contract with the stress and to improve the well-being of students and the people around students, so we can improve academic and social emotional performance and overall the climate of KFUPM campus. So everyone can flourish in such an environment. Relaxation and self-regulation. Emotions, stress, nervous system. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
It's clear?
Yep. Okay,
great. Mind-body awareness, exercises, and sleep hygiene. Exercise means different self-regulation and relaxation exercises actually. And at the end, I have a surprise for you. It's a great exercise for everybody to have a good sleep. So just be patient till the end of the session. So I'm not sure if I can see, yeah, here, question and answers. Now I would like to see your answers to these questions. What is your stress level on a scale of 10 points? Can you please write to the chat box? Yeah, chat here. Okay. Great. So I can see even your chat. Okay. On a scale of 10 points, can I see some respond, and English letter is good. Oh, someone sent me the message of 11. So he's overstressed. Okay. Yeah, the average seems to be 6, 7 here from your response, which is a little bit high, but probably this was one of the stressful day for you. And the second question, and all other questions are yes/no questions. So you can write just yes or no. Do you have the belief that I'm stressed because of my job, my work, my study, my majors and assignments, exams? Yes or no? Okay, yeah. I haven't seen any no to this question. Let me continue. Is avoiding all stress necessary? Now, the third question, 3. Is avoiding all stress necessary? All kind of stress in our lives, or isn't, if it is possible? Yeah, that's great. Okay. So, fourth question, number 2. I'm stressed because of my job, study, exam, tasks, etc. Actually, it will be clear that the self-regulation technique will help you understand that you can be relaxed in the face of stressful situations. Is avoiding all stress necessary? You gave me all correct answers. No, because we cannot even do that. We cannot get rid of all stress sources from our lives. And stress makes you get the job done. That's right, Ibrahim. Avoiding stress erodes our capacity. Today, one of my students asked me about his heavy back. How can he reduce the stress of his back on his back, you know, carrying too heavy back. So it is a stress, but that stress helps us develop, right? If we have also the right actions for, you know, balancing that stress effect, for example, getting stronger, you know, having good posture or posture awareness, so we can eliminate any problem of heavy backs. Of course, always keep in mind that we need to also you know, lighten the back, unnecessary things from the back. It doesn't mean that we can handle all kind of stress, all type of stress. Okay, the question 4 is the only way to be relaxed is to be away from work, like sometimes weekends and. Okay, some answers, please. Yeah. Okay, great. The general understanding is good. And do we just need to interrupt the stress and exhaustion cycle? This is also the other question. Yes or no? What do you think? Okay, a few more messages. Okay. So yeah, it seems to be, you know, 50% of the answers yes and no. Actually, the point is, if stress is going to be higher and higher in our mind or in our body, the symptoms will increase in our body. Yes, it is time to, you know, cut or disconnect and reduce the stress factors. So in general, we are getting familiar with the relaxations step by step. We will learn the ability to be busy, vigilant without our nervous system freaking out is a skill, you know, that can be learned. This is also one of the importance of this topic. Help you become aware of physical sensations of stress. Most of stress reduction or stress relief programs, activities are based on your body. Focusing on your body, bodily sensations, you know, tactile sensations, proprioceptive sensations, and many other physical vestibular sensations. So we are more aware of that sensations so that we can practice relaxation techniques after having many more relaxation techniques, or the best one for us, before it is too heavy for us, the stress factors too heavy for us on the body, because we are understanding how stress affects our body, what are the symptoms, and what to do in the right time before stress spiraling out of control. Relaxation, self-regulation, strengthen the immune system. This is probably one of the good things that we get from relaxation during, pandemic times. And relaxation will help us give the best decisions based on your values and based on your correct informations. In relaxed mind, we have many answers. Before going too long with some theoretical part, actually we have probably 25 to 30 minutes of theoretic parts, and the rest of the session will go with lots of different activities and introduction of activities. So let's start with one of the immediate and most powerful relaxation technique, which is conscious deep breathing techniques. There are many ways to do that. Not only 1, 2, 3, maybe 15, 20 different ways of deep breathing and slow breathing techniques to get immediate results. And this today actually full of classes, questions, answers, busyness. Probably it is the same for you. It was a little bit heavy day. Let's have a technique right now, one of the relaxation technique, without too much going deep. First, we will breathe in with the nose. We can block one of the side of the nose and take 5 breaths all together. And in, let's say, 4 seconds of inhaling and 1 second of holding, and then three times more than inhalation time. Now, again, one more time. Hold and exhale in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more time. If you want, you can close your eyes and focus more on your internal sensation. Exhale in 10 seconds. One more. Hold 1 second and exhale in 7, 8, or 9 seconds, depends on your capacity, through your mouth. Okay. Now we will change the side of the nose. Let's take 3 times inhalation or 3 times breath. But first, take a breath for 5 seconds. Hold. And exhale in 7, 8 seconds. One more. Hold and exhale slowly, gently. And last one. hold, and exhale. Slowly, gently. If you close your eyes, now you can open your eyes and we can try the other one, which is diaphragm only breathing. Actually, one of the core points in conscious breathing is to do diaphragm breathing or belly breathing, not the chest breathing. You know, nervous people, or when you get angry, you breathe like this. You kind of show the reflection of your anger, you know, expanding your chest. But here, when you want to relax, make sure your focus is on your solar plexus, on your belly point, and you expand 360 actually with this diaphragm breathing, okay? And to activate diaphragm better, we need to deactivate the other muscle groups with your straightened arms on your side and push the chair slightly so your chest muscles are not going to help you to breathe in. Only muscles you can work is the diaphragm muscles. Okay, now you can close your eyes and let's start doing 3 breathing with using only the diaphragm. Expanding your belly area and release. Focus. Make the breathing the only object of your mind. Inhale and exhale. So make sure the only muscle you're working is your diaphragm. Actually, counting is not really important. As long as you are comfortable, the important point is to slow down while you're in breath, while you're breathing out. Okay, I think you're ready for the next slides. Now we can move on. And probably you also notice that there is a little bit change in your emotional states, in your feelings before and after this deep breathing exercise. Actually, it was just to initiate your relaxation response. We have some more breathing techniques. But emotions are an important part for relaxation because understanding or mastering our emotions and their meanings help us identify priorities, set realistic goals, and defer immediate results for long-term successes. Emotional balance is what keeps us actually having the best performance in our life during day-to-day life. And there are, we have 8 receptor or sensory systems to get, input from the outer world. All this sensory system also affects our emotions, because emotions are subjective interpretations of the sensory input. So we might have learned that we have 5 sensations, but this is not true. We have also proprioception, the position of your arms, legs, interoception, the internal feelings, how your heart rhythm is, your lungs, your stomach, your muscles. This is only felt by interoception, and your vestibular system, which keeps you in balance. Actually, it is complex. The mechanism of emotion is really complex. However, I will make it very easy for you. First, our sensations, multiple brain systems, and emotional regulation. This is, the steps for having emotions. But if we go a little bit science, which is necessary for understanding emotions, stress, and relaxation as well, because we are also going to touch the nervous system, how nervous system work. Basically, we have, cognitive area, cognitive region in the brain, which is cerebral cortex, the upper part of the brain. We have limbic system, which is, the lower part of the brain. And the emotions are the result of interaction between this cognitive and emotional brain parts. There are lots of, prefrontal cortex, anterior cingulate cortex, and together, this system for emotional regulation is called as corticolimbic system. So we are going to balance that sensory integration for this emotional regulation system. And emotions are also affected by the hormones. As you know, there are many hormones in stress. For example, the main hormones that makes your body alert, increase your heart rate, dilate your pupils, increase your blood pressure is cortisol and adrenaline. It makes you ready to fight. And some hormones, dopamine, endorphin, oxytocin, serotonin, these are wonderful for us to relax, to recover, to rest, and to recuperate, healing. So relaxation techniques help us stable the balance and release the hormones needed at times. For example, dopamine, is great for focus. Endorphin is great for pain killing, and oxytocin for good connection between people and good affection or feelings between two people. Serotonin is great for sleeping. And it is partially in our hands to, increase or decrease the level of hormones. And you can see, as I told you, the hormones are directly related with our emotions. And here it is important, nothing can survive without food. So it is important to be aware of our consumption, because our consumption will, produce the results. We will also talk about that a little bit more. So here there is another breathing exercise. Let's do one more diaphragm breath all together 3 times, and then we will move to the next one, because today is the end of the stressful day, and it's better to be relaxed from time to time. But before we start, you can see the diaphragm muscle under the lungs, below the lungs. This muscle push down all the other organs. 2 to 3 centimeters movement is happening when you breathe functionally, properly. This help the body to detoxify and help the body to deliver more oxygen and more blood, and increasing HR, heart rate variability. 3 times more deep breathing. Let's do it one more time. Okay, first empty your lungs and inhale for 5 seconds. Hold and exhale 5-6 seconds. Inhale, hold, and exhale 6 or 7 seconds now. And last time, Inhale slowly. Focus on your inhalation. Hold. And exhale 7 or 8 seconds. Thank you. This is great. Now we can open. If we can make all the focus to our breathing, the effect will increase definitely. The other technique, beneficial breathing, is the Wim Hof breathing. There's a little bit explanation here. I will just explain this because it's lasts long actually. So as you can see on the left, we are having normal breathing without deeper inhalation and deeper exhalation. And oxygen, carbon dioxide levels are balanced. And in the middle with red lines, you can see here, you can see a deeper inhalation and deeper out breath, deeper in breath and deeper out breath. This is the time you force your lungs. It's kind of stress because it's not, usual. But here, by increasing the oxygen levels and decreasing the carbon dioxide levels, you change the chemical balance of blood, which help you actually be more alkaline than acidic. If you are alkaline, you are able to sleep well. You are getting into a relaxation mode. And in the third phase of this breathing, you also keep having deep breaths, in breath, but you hold in breath for 5-6 seconds. And then give or exhale, empty your lungs and hold another 5-6 seconds in the bottom of your breath, and then continue the same process. This is a great method to change your blood chemicals or the chemical balance of your blood. So emotions, hormones, everything is also related with autonomic nervous system. Actually, autonomic nervous system is controlling our respiration, heart rate, our digestion, other internal organs. All are controlled by autonomic nervous system. And when you look at the general, nervous system map, actually, autonomic nervous system is the third one on the left, which has sympathetic division and parasympathetic division, or sympathetic response and parasympathetic response. This is what makes us stressful and relaxed. If you activate the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, you are relaxed, or you can be relaxed. If you activate sympathetic nervous system with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your physical activities or inactivity, or with your diet, so you increase your habits, your stress levels. Sympathetic and parasympathetic system and autonomic nervous system, as I told you, controls many bodily functions, and what keeps us balanced is this interplay between sympathetic and parasympathetic activation. In the beginning, one of the students told that stress gets the job done. That's right. That's why we need sympathetic activation from time to time. And after we get the job done, the parasympathetic activation should get in and dominate the body so that we can start relaxation. We can start feeling calm, and we can refresh, heal. So let's see a little bit more. Okay, imagine you are in a forest and you came across with a lion. What you do? Tell me. Can you just write one word? Any answer? What's your action? Okay, hopefully there will be some answers, but the action is immediate. You don't think, because you are suddenly under the sympathetic nervous system, which increase your heart rate, make you ready for fight or flight, because you cannot fight with lion, you have to run away. Increasing your blood pressure, deeper breathing, which increase the oxygen levels, in the body to be sent to the muscles for delivering to the tissues. So you are ready to actually run away. It's not for time for thinking. So it is a stressful situation. And this is called, as I mentioned, fight, flight, or freeze response. It is good for escaping. But when it is, a continuous, a chronic, these symptoms can deteriorate our health in the long run. Because cortisol and adrenaline hormones that increase heart rate, blood pressure, breathing rate, pupils dilated, you feel some, little bit discomfort in your stomach. All are done by cortisol and adrenaline. They will, in the long run, they will help negative health outcomes. Today, the point is, we have lots of lines in our mind that is all day long, all day and every day. And the reaction of the body is the same as what we show in the forest. So, stress is the body's reaction to any change that it experiences, which requires an adjustment or response. The body reacts to this change with physical, mental, and emotional responses. The question is optimal stress okay? Yes, I mentioned this is okay, but continuous chronic stress is not okay, because you are feeling the same feelings and same autonomic nervous system reaction when you experience, a lion in front of a lion. Okay, there are lots of health issues, mental, physical, emotional, and behavioral issues with prolonged stress. If we cannot stop it, for example, physically, we can have headaches, and immune system weakness, mentally, worrying, impaired judgments, behavioral problems like restlessness, and some addiction, possibly development of addictions, emotionally, irritability, depression, anxiety disorders, they are all the result. On the other hand, let's say, alhamdulillah, we are having the other branch of nervous system, which is parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system calms you down, feel relaxed, or feel safety. And you also have a good digestion. You heal better because your body is now in the, refreshing or restoring mode. But in sympathetic mode or response, all the energy is directed to the muscles to run away, not to think. Even during the stress response, amygdala in the brain, a brain region that's a huge impact on the emotions, will reduce the oxygen and blood going to the cortical level, in which we do the decisions, decision making. We do social interactions, problem solving. If this is a continuous issue due to lack of oxygen and blood to the cortical level, your brain literally shrinks. This is scientifically proven. Those who are under chronic stress have smaller brains. And parasympathetic response can be activated via vagus nerve. Actually, vagus nerve is longest nerve in the body. There are some points and some activities that can activate vagus nerve. This is just a small information for us. It's a brake on the stress response. When we are in survival brain mode, we can activate using the relaxation techniques and transform the brain to a more rational brain, calm mind. And it is also the place, the relaxed mind, calm mind, and your body is the place where you have value-based decisions. So these are some health consequences of parasympathetic response. People who are under the, let's say, control of parasympathetic response mainly, and who are under the sympathetic response most of the time. Parasympathetic response is just a few items, improve your heart health, your digestion, your sleep, reducing muscle tension, and you're more present, more centered. Sympathetic response, your mood is not stable. Probably people with sympathetic response can suffer from depressions and some mental cognitive impairments. And we mentioned that immune system is weakening, so inflammation. And many other health problems due to stress is coming. Okay, let's do some emotional freedom technique, which is also called tapping. By using the fingertips to tap some certain points. Let's start with the temples. Everybody together. You are hitting this part of the brain. Spheroid and parietal and temporal bones are, connecting here. And now the point between your eyebrow, tapping this point. You can also focus on your breathing while you are tapping. And now we can move to the point here. You can use your both hands, it's also possible. It's better to focus your conscious breathing while you are doing that. You don't have to count. And now the point below your nose or above your lips. And finally, we are touching our point on the chin below the lips. So tapping. So all this exercise is done for increasing the awareness of body and giving the brain altered inputs to say that we are safe. By having some positive affirmations, you can increase the impact of that. It's kind of self-meditation together with the somatic stimulations or sensory stimulations. So we can also have, depends on the time, some more exercise for the total body. Now, all relaxation technique requires you to your body, to focus your body, and the moment, in the moment, ask you to be in the moment, in here, to feel the power of now. Because life is available only in the present moment. And to feel the present moment or the presence, which increase your resource, or which will have you access your resourcefulness, is only done with the connection of your mind and body. What is the science in being in the moment, in the present moment, and in here, without thinking your majors, without thinking the future issues, plans, any tasks? So the science is default mode network in the brain. With different tasks, we activate different part of the body. So all the other activity areas are, yes, Abdullah Mohammed? You want to say something? Okay, so all the different areas are activated by different tasks. When you are, for example, having some cognitive tasks, some small parts are activated. When you are doing some kind of movements, yes, somatic, part is working in the brain, the blue one. But when you stop doing anything, thinking anything, the DMN, default mode network, is activated. And it's a mediative state, leads to higher self-awareness, emotional control, resilience, and psychosocial function, because it's an integration of cortical and social decision making. You are doing your, let's say, your homework, your assignment. One small part is very busy, very active. But once you get rid of all your responsibilities away from your mind, you have better explorations, better insights, or deeper insights, which can solve many problems, or help you solve many problems easily, which can help you notice some issues in your life. This is actually similar to contemplation. Some people needs to do that from time to time in a quiet spot. So in mindfulness and body awareness, or during the practice of body awareness, the default mode network is activated. As you can see in the picture, in the brain in the middle, the more brain areas are activated, which is actually relaxing for us. The brain seems to work more, but it's a point where we are relaxed. And with body-mind connection or mindfulness, we have physical sensations which can have access to autonomic nervous system. We cannot have rational conversation with the autonomic nervous system just to balance our stress response or relaxation response. We need to find the language to talk about the relaxation, or if you want to relax, you need to use the right key to open the relaxation response. So that's why mind-body awareness and connection is important. And this access, once we have the language to talk with the autonomic nervous system, we can interrupt or disrupt the negative stress procedures or process. And being mindful in the moment will help you notice all the sources of happiness. You can connect with others better, and some other benefits. Now we can see. Let's do one more exercise, which is tapping exercise. I wish everyone, stand up, because it's also good that we have, not sitting all the hours here, all 1 hour long. So we can start with the collarbone tapping here. Let's do all together and feel the difference before and after the tapping. You can say, I'm calm, I feel calm, and I can maintain calmness. Okay, now we are tapping the side of hands. Let's do it 10 times. You can say, I'm calm. I can maintain my calmness. Let's change the hands. And now to the side of the body, let's tap. I hope it's visible. Your arms. Sometimes it's enough. You can keep breathing in and out consciously. And last one, you can tap your legs. Yeah. Again, it is just for us to, grounded on the body, because working hours with the computer make you forget entirely that you have a physical body. And source of relaxation is our physical body. So we need to find that key. And the mind and body rely on each other. There is a mutual relation, between brain and the, legs, arms, or physical being. Actually, we have more sensory input to the brain than the opposite, from the brain to the body. So, which means that we have a great opportunity to send the correct sensations or inputs, afferent inputs to the mind, to balance our emotional state, to balance our mental state, to also feel calmness. When we have this presence and mindfulness in the face of stress, you can become your best self. This is another opportunity for us to keep having stress in our daily life. We want to react properly, to develop, to grow, to increase our capacity. Again, in the beginning, we said, if you remember, avoiding stress will erode your capacity. It's not good for us. But once we have, the weapons against stress, we can develop and grow. Before doing some other activities for, relaxations, practicing them, we have to keep in mind that we should maintain, a healthy lifestyle, including balanced diet. because no one is immune to stress. Balanced diet does not mean only having 3 meals, main meals, and 2 meals as snacks between them, but also the ingredients, not only vegetables, but also reduced carbohydrates. This is an important issue, and nowadays many research is talking about reducing carbohydrate in our diet to improve our health outcomes. One more thing, in the latest research that is emphasized is that intermittent fasting. So if you have problem digesting, or issues with, meals, you can try just for, certain times, not for all your lifetime, this intermittent fasting. It is eating a few hours rather than all day long. Of course, no tobacco and nicotine products should be definitely avoided. Regular exercise, as always, recommendation for healthy and good life. But this exercise, regular exercise, should be in the aerobic form and in the non-competitive nature. And the exercise should be the exercise that you really like doing it. You feel the presence, you are in that moment. And you are not focusing on other external issues like scoring a goal or winning the match, but just doing it for yourself. And try to reduce stress triggers in your life. If you're a multitasking guy, for example, monotasking is one of the important points for you to think, so that we need to have realistic goals, and we need to have a good prioritization for reducing the triggers of stress. And living value-based life, which is really supporting you emotionally and mentally. You give your decisions and you make your actions based on your values. You become, a man of integrity, which keeps you balanced emotionally, mentally, even physically, I can say. And assert yourself, these are also, basic handling stress techniques. It means that be able to say no. In case, your friends, your loved ones asks a favor for them and you don't have time, you can probably say that you cannot do it today or tomorrow, maybe next month, next week, but you also say that no, if necessary. And sell yourself to yourself. It means that always keep in mind that what you have achieved before. I'm sure if you're in KFUPM, you have lots of achievements before you come here. This is important point for bringing your mind back home to your body. And something else like being positive, not always, but see the benefits of thinking positive and keep it in mind. Because sometimes thinking positive may not bring the results that we want, or the results that is good. But in general, positive thinking is supporting a lot. Sense of humor is wonderful. A good sleep is also a great base for calm life. You can add some other things to this, monotasking, prioritization. This is really important. And then we are coming to the relaxation quickly, slowly. So can you say me, write to the chat if this is relaxation or self-deception? Let me see. Oh, sorry, I couldn't see your messages here. Okay, now I see wonderful messages actually. Yes, that's right. This is self-deception. It's not relaxation. It's not rest. It's not recovery. Because when you need to relax, if you increase your mental, tasks, and you even, put some tension in your muscles physically, it will unfortunately deteriorate your, refreshment, and probably even the day after. So it is strongly advised. Bring your mind to your body, don't to your smartphone. Don't bring it to your smartphone. Don't move it to your smartphone. So, yeah, of course, also if you are using it for 24 hours in a day, which is unbelievable. Okay, that's great. So we are coming close, very close to the techniques that we are going to use. What is self-regulation and relaxation? Let me see. Yeah. First of all, we should know that there is no one shoe that fits all. There are many techniques. We will also see some of them, not 100% of these techniques. But you need to find which one is the best for you, which can make you feel great, which can ground you, and you get some good effect out of these relaxation techniques. And regular practices, like in exercises, will bring bigger results rather than doing one technique, two techniques in a week or in a month. You try to get this adding up effect every day, or cumulative changes in your life by doing exercises or relaxation techniques every day, day by day. I can say simply every day, because this is not, workout training. You can apply some like breathing techniques every day to have a better mental performance. And, relaxation and self-regulation, actually, this is what we need to a little bit differentiate. Relaxation in general, techniques that requires time out, take away, kind of quitting the job or the tasks. So you have some specific time and you have some specific techniques that is applied on you. But on the other side, self-regulation means you have some tools to defend your body and yourself against chronic stress, even in the workplace, even in the school environment. So self-regulation basically includes sensory supports, calming techniques, and thinking strategies. I will not touch too much on thinking strategies in this seminar or webinar, because it is really another topic, but mainly if we are on the positive thinking, that's also increase, your positive feelings is the main point in these thinking strategies. Okay, so you can see some relaxation techniques: massage, meditation, tai chi, music, and art therapy, aromatherapy, hydrotherapy, exercise, energy management. And on the other hand, self-regulation techniques include deep conscious breathing that we experienced, Wim Hof breathing. There are lots of breathing techniques, standing forward bend. We will be doing that. Quiet time practice for default mode network. I also explained the default mode network, which is a meditative state, which requires you to stop doing anything, to stop thinking anything. Just focus on your interoception, the feelings of your body and all your organs. And biofeedback, visualization, autogenic training, altered proprioceptive. We will be applying some of them soon. And before we start the relaxation techniques, there are some recommendations. Probably you have experienced this before. You may get dizziness, lightheadedness, and even emotional disturbance. But now, considering only this dizziness, why do you get dizziness? It is because of the exhalation, too much carbon dioxide, that changes the chemical balance of our body or the chemical balance in the bloodstream. So in case you feel a little bit dizzy while we are doing these exercises or while you are doing that, just balance your inhalation and exhalation. Don't go too long exhalations, even though it is actually beneficial, but you can increase your exhalation time in the long term, so you can balance your autonomic nervous system much better without getting dizziness. And if you feel a little bit numbness in your fingers, tingling, and you can slowly get yourself feel better and then stand up. So if there is emotional discomfort during these relaxation techniques, it is better that you see your doctor to get more feedback. I would like to see your messages right now. Okay. I hope I can take it up here. What about in sports? Okay, maybe you're talking about feeling dizzy. Again, it can be related to deep respiratory system. And if none of your efforts at stress reduction seems to work, again, you can have also professional help from medical experts. And no, it doesn't mean no exhale and inhale. You should, balance it. Because too much exhalation or out breath will reduce the carbon dioxide in the body, which is needed. It's like stress. We need some level of stress. We also need carbon dioxide for a better circulation. The carbon dioxide dilates or enlarges the vessels, so the oxygen goes to the brain better. Actually, the change in the chemical blood make you dizzy is because of the reduced carbon dioxide. Due to reduced carbon dioxide, the blood vessels are restricted. So less oxygen, less blood goes to the brain and you feel dizzy. Okay. So are you ready for some techniques? This is a technique we can do actually during the day and after the webinar. Practice quiet time. You can incorporate 10 minutes, a little bit less or a little bit more of quiet time in your daily life, which can activate DMN, that is meditative state, and decrease sympathetic response, the stress response. During this quiet time, better to focus on your interoception. Internal feelings. What is going on with your heart? What's going on with your stomach, with your bowels? Try to feel them. And once you increase your awareness, you will counteract with the stress even much earlier, then it is too late, you know. Okay. The moment of truth. Thank you, Ibrahim. That's a great point, actually. The moment of truth. You may, yes, you may think more broader, you know. You may start thinking broader rather than specific issues in your daily stressful, you know, life. Okay, that's great. So this is one technique. Let's go. Autogenic therapy is the next one. Here, we want to, you know, trigger the relaxation response by using breathing, words, and mindfulness to reduce stress. Now, everybody, you can imagine a peaceful setting, okay? Try to imagine a peaceful setting. It can be outdoor, indoor, and you are in that place right now in your mind. You can close your eyes to have better imagination and focus on your breathing. Focus on your heart rate. If you close your eyes, you will have probably better focus, sensation of your heart rate. Is there any other physical sensations that you feel other than your heart rate? After we finish this 1 minute of autogenic therapy or technique, you can write. While you are breathing, you bring your mind back to your body by the sensations, feeling the sensations. This is a way to connect your body and mind. And you can even feel, while you are inhaling, your heart rate increases. If you start listening to your heart deeper, and when you exhale, your heart rate decreases. Actually, Moz, I will come to your question, but once I finish, you know, giving input about autogenic therapy. Is there anyone who realized the increased heart rate during the time of inhalation or in-breath and decrease in heart rate during out-breath? Is there anyone? It is an interplay between two, let's say, branches of autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So that interplay is the way to balance, you know, our body from day-to-day life. Oh, okay. So it is a very long time, Ibrahim. But now to come, I want to come to Mo's questions. Is relaxation always makes people positive? As I mentioned in the previous slides, sometimes the result is emotional discomfort, hardship, or stress, basically, after relaxation. So if this is the case, don't do it. Don't try to relax or don't use that technique. You can talk to, you know, the professionals about that and get some, you know, deeper recommendations. But most of the time, relaxation techniques work with people. Okay. And the other technique is visualization. Now here, we are also mentally in a wonderful place. It can be indoor or outdoor. It depends on your choice. Try to recall the previous experiences, that you had a great experience, that you had great feelings, and try to use as much sensation as possible in that time. It can be smell, sound, touch, and the sight. While you are imagining or doing visualization, you can keep breathing deeply and present, and always think positive. Okay. Another technique for relaxation is biofeedback. There are many researches going on about biofeedback and the effect of biofeedback on relaxation. I will give you some insight about the impactful biofeedback technique. There are many actually inputs coming from the body. It can be blood pressure, the temperature of the skin, your heart rate, and your heart rate variability. One of the best techniques to understand the mental state, the emotional state, is heart rate variability. Using heart rate variability, see the chart, and this is the heart rhythms. It can be measured easily, even with your smartphone. During the time of frustration and negative feelings, the heart rhythms becomes smaller. This is also a chaotic, heart rhythm. And below frustration, you can see the reflection of appreciation in your heart rhythm patterns. So even though you see the average heart rate is kind of 75 in both situations, there is no change in the heart rate, but change in the heart rhythm patterns. I will explain in the next slide with some other details. By using this method, you can understand, what's going on in your body and how to counteract with that, let's say, stressful feeling. Any technique can be measured with this feedback coming from your body, so you can use the right technique on time before it is too late, or you really have some undesired stress symptoms. Okay. So, yeah, Ibrahim, again, it's too long. If you feel any, discomfort, by the way, regarding your situation, please take the action. Your health is first. You can use HRV biofeedback apps on your phone, and some other devices is required, but not really expensive, probably within the range of 100 to 200 riyals. This is a great biofeedback. So heart rhythm patterns shows also your neurological, hormonal, pressure, electromagnetic, process in your body. And people with heart rate variability, higher heart rate variability, which shows that a control of parasympathetic response or relaxation response, they have better stress coping levels, self-control abilities, willpower, better attention, and resilience. So our next technique is, do you have any question, by the way? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Progressive muscle relaxation. So now we can focus on this. We have a few more slides. Here we just contract the muscles in different areas of the body, and then we will relax with exhalation. So let's start with the 5 seconds of face muscles to be contracted. 5 seconds. Increase the tone of your face muscles and then relax. Keep that relaxation longer than 5 seconds, but let's try right now with the shoulder muscles. You don't have to move your arms to contract the muscles. You can move, just increase the tonus without moving, which is isometric contraction or static contraction, and relax. Okay, your arm muscles are contracted. Now you can bring your shoulders up near to your, ears and relax with out breath. And leg muscles. 5 seconds and relax. So this is progressive muscle relaxation. You can combine this technique with in-breath and out-breath. You can do that while lying on your back or on your prone as well. The technique is, as you know, exercise, aerobic activity, because exercise increases the endorphins. It's a painkiller. It is a feeling good hormone. There are many exercises that is beneficial, but keep your physical health in mind while doing any exercise. If you have, for example, joint issues, you can use close kinetic chain exercises like cycling or swimming without too much impact on your joints, and make sure that you feel fully present. Okay, this is another relaxation technique, peripheral vision and softening the eyes. Yeah, we will do some techniques in here. While you are looking at the screen, keep your eyeballs straight, but soften your vision. So you are having a broader vision. Now you are noticing what is around yourself and what is out to the side. Actually, this type of looking is the reflection of your deep thinking, your DMN, default mode network. But here, you just broaden your vision. Okay, now you stretch the muscles next to your eyes or on your temples by bringing them back. You can softly close and open your eyes. And now we are shifting another technique in this position, which is eye sliding. So you're also keeping your head straight, but now you don't look straight. You bring your eyes to the left for 30 seconds. This is one, and feel any sign of relaxation, like yawning, like deep breathing or slowing heart rate, decrease heart rate. So you are trying to see what is out of the left side of your eye. And now, after 30 seconds, look to the right and notice what is out there without looking to a certain point. Especially this exercise is important because eye muscles are connected with vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is the key to open the relaxation response. So while you are going to bed, you can also try the same thing with your, with your head on the back of your head. So you can try to look right side 30 seconds and left side 30 seconds. Keep looking at that and notice what is around the direction of your looking. And you can also use this point to relax yourself by gentle massage. It's a circular massage. You are gently massaging that point with circular movements. Then you can even apply some stretch to your ears. And here it is important that you have some feelings of relaxation, because you always keep your focus on your mind, on your body. Another technique is altered proprioceptive sensation. Let's do it together. So you put one hand on top of your head, bend your neck, your head, and from here, you again slide your eyes to the left. And you can use other hand to bend your body slightly without having pain in anywhere in your body. Keep looking at the left side with your eyes and slowly come back. Is there any difference in feeling? Please also say yeah or no. And now the opposite. Put your hands on top of your head, bend your knee, and look to the right. Keep looking to the right for 30 seconds. You can increase the proprioceptive, altered proprioceptive input to the brain by bending. Do you feel any deep breath, any yawn, or decrease the heart rate? Please be aware, because again, these exercises all about your body awareness. Oh, good one. You all feel actually this, what happens when you try to increase the pressure in your, chest cavity, right? And take a breath. Let's do it. And hold the breath 5 seconds, increasing the chest pressure in the chest cavity and kind of bearing down. This is just kind of like this again. So 5 seconds, that pressure will help vagus nerve connect with the pelvic floor. And vagus nerve is activated. One more time. yeah, don't force, no need to be overachiever, and the pressure is also not much. So this is Valsalva maneuver. If you really need an immediate result in your breathing, in your heart rate, in your stress levels, it's a wonderful one. Yeah, okay, great. Other relaxation technique is co-regulation. Last 5 minutes, I can see, you know, our nervous system is able to make harmony with others' nervous system. This is called co-regulation. You know, when you are with someone who is positive, you tend to be positive, or you are more positive. But when you are with someone who is negative, you also feel it. You also start mirroring the same feelings. So the idea here is try to be with positive people much more than being with negative people. Or when you are with negative people, it's also be aware that you're not reflecting, you're not having that emotions. Thank you, Ibrahim, for feedback. Okay. Another one is that is important. Otherwise, you will not have food. Basically, it is good to know that our brain is designed to focus on one thing at a time. We are not people for multitasking. That's why it is important to prioritize your tasks. Don't do everything in once. There are research saying that so-called multitasking workers, or professionals, are not doing best work. But those putting every task in order do a better job and get better results. And some other experiences, somatic experiences, especially in water. So this is a technique full of proprioceptive, vestibular, and tactile sensation to the brain, which send messages that says you are in a safe situation, relax, calm down. Especially in warm water, with the effect of warm water, the relaxation effects doubled. And people can get really sleepy in the end of the session. Sometimes it is even difficult to awake them up, even after 30 minutes. I have research actually on this technique, and I'm the first one in this technique that found this is really relaxing on our autonomic nervous system. Some other techniques to relax: upside down. You can use this inversion table, or you can basically do this forward bend to send more blood to your heart, so your heart will slow down with lots of blood. Otherwise, while you're standing, it has to work more. So you're helping your heart to slow down and to get relaxation. Stretch is wonderful. Laughter and cold water to face. There are another techniques to be used, and journaling, expressive writing, putting your emotions out or processing your emotions through writing. It has a huge impact. Again, there are lots of research regarding this. If we first accept our emotions and process it, we can reduce our anxiety and stress levels significantly. And just breath, because remember, I told this is the most powerful and immediate method to get some results. Why it is important? Because you have 23,000 breaths a day on average. And if you are doing this 3,000 breaths wrong, that means a big mistake, right? But if you are doing it correctly, you are doing a wonderful job. So mindful breathing, or focus on your breathing, and making breathing the only object in your mind, sets you free, sets your mind free, because you don't have any interruption while you are breathing in and breathing out. Getting away from your fear, your anxiety, your tasks, your major, the worries about future and the sadness about past. You are free, and this is the time that you can have the best decision. So you can even go further to concentration, higher concentration levels. So I see that we are almost end of the session. While breathing, so within 1 minute or two, I will finish. You can use the positive affirmations like, I feel calm and can stay calm. I'm loved. I'm a good person, mother, father, whatever. I will be kind of everyone. I believe in myself and the people around me. You can use such affirmations while you are having deep breathing techniques. And square breathing, sleep. Actually, square breathing, I can do it at the end with you. It is the last thing. Please pay attention to sleep regularly every day, regardless of weekend and weekdays. This is the main point here, because changing sleeping time from day to day can cause social jet lag, sleep apnea, chronic disease. So sleep kind of is the base for relaxed, mind. And you can have this all type of, habits to improve your sleep hygiene, like having a good, silent, cool room. No caffeine, no food just before going to bed or at night. You don't focus on your insomnia, which is not being able to fall into sleep. This kind of activities before you going to bed will help you. But the main point is to focus on the regular sleep time, regardless of your majors, your exams. Because you cannot pay back the sleep debt later. Sleeping is not like credit system. Okay. Before we start this exercise, which is yawn, it is contagious actually, easily spread to everyone. Let's do one square breathing and finish the session. So we will have 4 seconds for in-breath, 4 seconds for hold, 4 seconds for exhale, and 4 seconds for hold again. So let's start. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. You can close your eyes. Notice your heart rate. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Use your diaphragm. Hold. And exhale. And hold. And relax. So imitating of yawn, is great because it is good for brain regulation of the brain temperature. You know, it's one way of reducing the temperature of the brain. And the second, it is a message from the members of a group that we are in safe and it's time to sleep and relax. So thank you very much for listening. You can start yawning after we finish this session. Okay, yes. Thank you very much, Khalid. I wish I'm a little bit late, but not much. Thank you. Then.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank
Good
you.
night. Good night, everyone.
Meeting this informative session, especially the practical exercises. I hope that all attendees benefited from it, and I also thank all of our students for their presence. As usual, the attendance was recorded automatically. So I think that's it, and wish you all a good night.
Good night. That's great. Thank you very much for everyone again.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.